A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking incident that underscores the escalating violence in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, a group of foreign volunteers from Canada and Italy were brutally attacked by masked Israeli settlers in the early hours of Sunday morning. The incident occurred in the village of Ain al-Diuk, located near Jericho, where the group had been working to protect the local Palestinian population from increasing settler violence. The attack has raised serious concerns among the Canadian and Italian governments regarding the safety of their citizens abroad. According to reports, 3 Italians and 1 Canadian were staying in a home in the village when they were assaulted by a group of 10 masked settlers, 2 of whom were armed with military-issued rifles. The Canadian volunteer recounted the harrowing experience, stating, "At 4:30 a.m., they burst into the home where we were sleeping after night watch. They beat us for about 15 minutes. I was repeatedly kicked in the head, ribs, hips, and thighs. They shouted insults at us in Arabic and told us we had no right to be there. The assailants not only inflicted physical harm, but also vandalized the property, destroying solar batteries and other belongings before fleeing the scene." The severity of the injuries sustained by the group led to hospitalization, with 1 Italian man reportedly still receiving treatment in Ramallah as of Monday. The Canadian government has expressed its condemnation of the violence, stating, "Canada strongly condemns the violent acts committed by extremist settlers and opposes any actions or talk about annexation of the Palestinian territories." Meanwhile, Italy's Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani echoed these sentiments, declaring, "We have had enough of this aggression. This is not the way for the settlers to assert their rights." Activists have noted that the frequency and intensity of attacks in Ain al-Diuk have surged in recent months, particularly following the establishment of a nearby settler outpost. Reports indicate that violent incidents have become almost a daily occurrence, with settlers engaging in various forms of aggression, including breaking into homes, physically assaulting villagers, and stealing livestock and property. Despite the illegality of settlements on occupied territory under international law, the presence of aggressive settlers has created a climate of fear and insecurity for the local Palestinian population. The Canadian volunteer, who has chosen to remain anonymous for safety reasons, emphasized that their presence in the village was intended to provide a sense of security to the residents. "The villagers stood taller while we were present. The children played freely. People slept through the night. That alone made our presence worthwhile," she said. The attack has sparked outrage among human rights activists, who argue that there has been a lack of meaningful police intervention to address the violence or dismantle the illegal outpost. The Israeli authorities have yet to respond to requests for comment on the incident. Manal Tamimi, a Palestinian activist, highlighted the resilience of the villagers, stating, "The people there are very resilient, and they refuse to leave the area. That's why it's very important to put international volunteers with them." The Canadian government has previously sanctioned individuals and entities for extremist settler violence and has reiterated its commitment to holding perpetrators accountable. Despite the trauma of the attack, the Canadian volunteer expressed determination to return to Ain al-Diuk, stating, "We cannot wait to go back. This has only made us stronger. We are not afraid." As the situation in the West Bank continues to deteriorate, the international community is urged to take action to protect civilians and address the root causes of violence in the region. The ongoing conflict and the plight of the Palestinian people must remain at the forefront of global discourse, as the need for justice and accountability becomes increasingly urgent. In the wake of this incident, it is clear that the voices of those affected by violence must be amplified, and the call for international solidarity with the Palestinian population must resonate louder than ever before. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.